Look at him now. I got him hopping in that photo. Look at him now. Baddest ones trying to kick it like a dojo. Oh no.
All right. Man, it's been a minute, my friend.
Oh, man. Long time.
We are back at it again. This is episode 15 of Sharp Tank.
And, you know, we like to list out some
Of
you know,
course.
famous athletes that have worn the number of the episode that we do.
Exactly.
I'm going to start with Bart Starr, going
Bart
way
Starr,
back.
He went way back. I'm going to go Tim Tebow. Just again, Tim Tebow was a staple, man. Like, when he played the game, like, I just thought, like, God was with him the whole time. Like,
the best football player that never was.
Yeah, right?
The best player of the football that never got to play. But another really good football player is Brandon Marshall, B. Marsh.
Yeah, I love Marsh.
Great
Marsh is
receiver.
Great receiver. I'm going to go Crabtree.
Another one.
1-5.
Throw it to the crab. He's the best there is.
Yeah. What you got next?
Earl the Pearl Monroe.
Earl the Pearl.
Like
we got to
the
go
oldies.
Vince Carter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Old man Vince.
And then, obviously, for number 15, I had to throw it back
Yeah.
to Syracuse Carmelo.
Carmelo.
Repping the Cuse 315. You know what it is?
The Lakers should have picked him up, man.
Man, no. If you want to keep it 100, the Detroit Pistons in the NBA draft should have picked him up.
Okay. You went all the way back.
That was the worst number 2 pick of all time.
Yeah. What'd I go? Vince Carter. Zeke.
Oh, like
Zeke.
when he was at Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State.
And
Freaky
I
Zeke.
think if you flip his 21 inside, like
Yeah.
reverse it, it says 15 too. That'll work. We'll count it. If not, it's in my head. So
All right. But anyways, man, listen. We're back. A lot of things have been going on since then. Obviously, we got the website up going now. We got the affiliates program going. Obviously, we were always excited to be back on the mics.
I don't know if you know this,
How to
but
talk things, but-
we do cap games too.
Yeah. All the time. You know what I mean? All the time, 24/7. So we'll talk about a few of those games too here. Going toward the end, we'll put out a few leans just to see what's going on.
So on the website though, what's up on the website?
So website, obviously fully on our Shopify website, fully pretty much designed. We got a bunch of things on there. If you guys go in there right now, like I said, we have the affiliates program.
So you can get shirts and
shirts, everything's kind of sold out right now. We're revamping some things, going with some different vendors.
we're gonna get pre-order options up.
Yes, pre-order options are going to be up. Drop shipping, all of these things are going to be 1, 2, 3 easier for you to do.
Make sure to get on the newsletter because you'll be notified when the pre-orders go
For sure.
up.
Always sign up for our email list. That's super important. That's where the updates are going to come with everything that's going to be coming out. We're going to start an affiliate segment, so all of our affiliates have.
Yeah, so explain that a little bit.
So we want to get people paid. Simple as that. I tell people all the time, the group I think is more of a starter, and even for intermediate and for I would say experts who are seasoned people that's been around for a long time. But the affiliate program, I wanted to create something so that guys like yourself and other people around us could send people our way and get paid for it.
Anybody can be an affiliate.
Yeah, anybody can be an affiliate. All you have to do is go to our website, www.sharptanklv.com.
And it's just right there on the right side. There's a little button. You just click
Hit
affiliate links.
It's a walkthrough process.
And I will
1, 2,
tell you,
3.
I tested it right before we went on, and it took me 5 seconds.
Took you
And
5
guess
seconds.
what? I'm an affiliate now.
Already an affiliate.
And I can just send my link over
Right.
to somebody
You
and
send-
collect 5% is what it is right now. I think there's going to be incentives for
correct.
a larger volume of
Volume
referrals.
voucher. Yeah. The more work you put in, the more you get paid.
That's how life works.
It's
Isn't
just-
it funny
it's-
how that happens?
It's a simple thing. So yeah, I was super excited when we got that up and going. Just because again, a lot of guys are just like, gimme. And there's not really any incentives. Now, obviously, when you join Sharp Tank, there's incentives. So obviously, inside of the group, we do random giveaways.
But you're going to get out what you put in.
Exactly. So I wanted to make sure that we had things set up so, again, that you can get paid. I mean, who doesn't want to get paid?
And I'm going to start sending this link out to everybody right now just
Why would
because
you
it's the
not?
easiest way.
Why would you
It's just
not?
the easiest way. You just send the link. They subscribe to the Sharp Tank group through the website. They pay through the website.
Pay through the website.
And then we will be and then you get added to the Sharp Tank group.
So we added a feature on there as well. If you guys have any questions, we do have a chat on the website that's going to come. Obviously, we have a support team. So it's a live chat, and you can get on the website. If you have any questions about hey, I was thinking about doing this or this, and this, or whatever the case may be, hit up the live chat. Someone will be with you momentarily. And again, we're trying to speed things up to make life easier for everybody. That's just what it is. So.
And the world is kind of starting to move and pulse again too. So that's
exactly.
We did have a little bit of a layoff, but now sports are back.
Correct.
And we are firing on all cylinders.
All the cylinders. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So before we jump into the NBA, which I think is going to be a highlight of this podcast here, and you know how I am about NBA. I love NBA. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Okay,
it was rigged.
Let's talk about how the public would perceive it first, and then let's jump into numbers. So first and foremost, 3.5 line. Okay, obviously before we even go into that, let's talk about the Bucks versus the Chiefs.
Just from a team standpoint.
Now, did we see Tom Brady going back again? Did you see that?
To the Super Bowl?
To Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, as much as he was criticized in the media halfway through the season.
Yeah.
They were still above 500 and right where we kind of always thought they were. Yes, I did.
Where did Bucks end? Did they win? What did they end up record wise? Did they win more than 10 games? Because I'm sure they hit their win total for the year.
Let's double check real quick. 10 and
6. So they probably put their win total at 9.5. Or was it 10?
Probably 10.5. I would assume.
Yeah, you think so? I think they probably gave Bucks 10.
I mean, they were 8-8 last year with Jameis, so it had to have been.
Yeah, it had to go up. Yeah. So
11
was the
11-5 was their total record.
Okay, so I would probably think that they probably put it at 10.5. Mm-hmm. I'll probably have to go back and recheck it, but that sounds about right. That honestly sounds about right. So the GOAT is the GOAT. Brady's Brady. I put up a couple hints. We hit our teaser under 63.5, under 62.5, under 61.5, and we took Bucks +9. Again, another thing I put up on Twitter and I told you guys about was -3.5, or let's just say 3 line, and the Bucks are still -2.5 first half. Half of 3 is not 2.5. Keep your eyes on these type of things. I put them up on Twitter with the Oregon game. I did one on the Seahawks game throughout the season. I think it's like 4-0 so far when I've caught it.
I think it's just important to remember that no matter what, these lines are these lines for a reason.
For a reason.
There's always a reason why the line is what it is.
Right.
And it's much deeper than just like, oh, they're 3 points better.
Yeah, I mean, it's a field goal line. I knew if that line went to 3.5, I'm going to be honest with you, if it went back up to 3.5, I was betting everything I had on Bucks.
It's too valuable.
It's just what it is. You know what I mean? I did kind of see this coming. That's why I put it on Facebook. I was kind of like, Tom Brady is a dog in the Super Bowl. And I also hinted again. I said, you guys remember when Cam Newton played against Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl? That was the year Cam Newton had MVP, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was since the MVP season.
They were 14-2. It was like 2014. 15-1.
Yeah. Yeah. So what did they were I'm trying to think in my head. Yeah. So, I mean, again, you're taking a guy that won a Super Bowl last year. He went back to a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I mean, and let's not get it twisted. The Chiefs
are good.
They've been the best team in football for 18 months. Yeah. Like they nobody questions that, and I don't think anybody questions the fact that Patrick Mahomes is the best football player on the field.
Yeah,
also
true.
At that point in time,
yeah,
he is. But when you factor in things like the injuries that went on in the
there's a lot of
offensive line that they had to deal with, he was
correct.
Running for his life, and then I don't know if we're jumping ahead to the second half here, but in the second half, I mean, there was no way Brady was going to lose that game.
I mean,
there's no way.
And those guys only kicked the field goal. They didn't even score a touchdown. It was 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, and they didn't score at all in the fourth quarter.
Nope.
And then when the line came out at 7.5, they did the same thing with the 3. 7.5. It should have been 7.
They just trapped all the people chasing
3.5. It should have been 3.
They just trapped the public. That's all it was. Look, that was the biggest square game there was, man.
I agree,
and
man.
They still tricked people in.
Yeah,
on it,
I know.
I know. It was right in front of our face, but yet your perception is going. The Chiefs, they're that good. Like,
yeah.
How could they?
Yeah, I agree.
You see what happened.
Man.
You see what happened.
It happens.
Sorry to cut you off.
No. You can cut me off whenever. So yeah, that was definitely something to look at. Hopefully you guys won a lot of money, and hopefully you guys followed our teaser. I think they ended up 60%, 59% for the year. A little lower than normal, 20% lower than normal.
It did take a little hit.
Yeah, we took a little break.
Up at like 80% for a
70,
while.
78, 80% for 2 years in a row, and then we dropped down, which is okay. That's totally normal.
That's how this thing goes. You just got to find your spots.
And for you guys that are out there that don't, listen, we're betting 6.5, 7-point teasers throughout the season. That's cheating the whole time throughout the season. So why would you not take $50 to win 30, or 130 to win 100, or 100 to win 90, and just take the 100, put it back in your pocket, bet 30 to win, maybe 15 or 20, and just let your profits keep riding around. And we'll talk about money management here real soon. I actually have that written down. But yeah, man, I'm glad that's over with. MLB's here, NHL is popping. And I know you guys been betting on the Knights. I think the only time I paid attention to the Knights when they were like 5-1, and I was like, how come no one texted me and told me the Vegas Knights were 5-1? Like,
and the way they set up the divisions, they're easily in the weakest division as well. Like
Okay.
the Pacific, there's all the teams in there, they're all bottom feeding teams.
Okay.
So they're just beating up on everybody. They're 8-1 right now.
8-1.
I know last year we had like a 75% clip on the first period
Yes.
overs, which we started
Yes.
tracking. They're 6-4 right now through
6-4.
10. But I mean, they're still they're hitting at a positive rate. So I mean, just keep looking at that. They're going to catch fire at some point.
Okay. Yep. And I cap hockey like I cap MLB. So many games, you know what I mean? So you got to stay on it. It's streaks. These guys go on streaks. They start winning for a while, things like that. So, keep your eyes on that. Like you said, they're 6-4 first period over. Just keep your eyes on it. It's probably going to be profitable. The same stats we've been using the last 2 years for NHL, I would assume will pop back up here real soon as well.
Yeah, you might just.
How many games are they doing this season in the NHL? 74, and then they're going to do a bubble, or
Yeah, they'll do a playoff bubble. But the bigger takeaway here with the NHL specifically, and Jay brought it up, but it's been known fact, is that because of the way that the COVID structure set up, they're playing series against all these teams.
Okay.
And so you know how it goes. Like if you play a team and then go play other teams and come back and play the team, like you got a pretty good chance of beating them out. But like when you are going back to back to back, it almost feels like it's an extension of the same game.
It's the same game.
So you're getting these like sweeping runs of teams that are better, just beating the brakes off.
And public goes off what they see last, so they'll probably pick that up and do the same thing. I always tell people this. Like, I'm not saying don't go back and
playoff prep. Yeah,
Playoff
it's
prep,
all just
okay.
getting ready for the playoffs.
Okay. All right. That's smart. That's actually smart. Yeah. All right. So 74 games, 54 over. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into NBA, because this is probably something that we've been definitely winning off for a while.
Biggest takeaway so far.
Takeaway?
Biggest takeaway from the NBA season so far.
Biggest takeaway.
Like what have you? Yeah. What has stuck out the most to you so far?
To me, let me see. I mean, obviously they're playing these teams back to back, kind of like you just said with the NHL thing.
We're getting a little more parity in the NBA, but not. It's still similar.
I mean, to be real, let me see. Biggest takeaway. What do you think? Because I'm on the fence.
My biggest takeaway is clear. It's so obvious. My biggest takeaway is that instantly LaMelo Ball is the best player on that basketball team.
He's playing
on the Hornets.
He's playing really, 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 really
with
good.
Rozier going down last week. He was able to step in the lineup. I think they are, when he plays under 26 minutes, they're 0-4, and they're like, and then they're like 8-5 when he's playing over. So,
I talked to a friend on the phone about this, about Melo, and I've always said it. Listen, all those guys can play basketball. When it comes to the NBA, and I've always said this, and I said this in other podcasts and in previous episodes, the NBA is a system. Okay, so these guys that are coming in, I already knew Melo was going to be the best out of all of them. That's just how I felt. Just the feel of the game and how tall he is and how he can move.
It kind of is reminiscent to 2 drafts ago when Luka was coming out.
Correct.
Right? It's like a similar feel there.
Correct.
And Gordon Hayward's a better offensive scorer today.
Correct. 1,000%.
But both can be true. Both can be true.
Overall-
LaMelo is still he's literally a better basketball player.
I'll
He's got
tell
a higher ceiling. He sees the court better. He's a better ball handler.
That's exactly what it is. With him on the floor, and obviously we've all played sports at some
Decently high level.
organized level or high level. When you got a guy on the floor that's not just trying to score buckets, and he's throwing passes, and you're running lanes with him, and he's just I think the team likes playing with him because of his energy, and he actually passes the ball. He puts you in position for you to score. When you have a guy on your team that can position you into scoring, he makes your life a lot more better. As for instance, a shooter. A shooter likes to catch the ball on his feet and then shoot the ball.
In specific pockets.
Exactly. So he can grab the ball and go right up. Or a bounce pass where he can grab the ball as soon as he grabs it and he's going right up
It's
to
like
shoot the shot.
a seamless motion. It just all happens.
All happen in one motion.
Yep.
Exactly. So when you play with guys like that, he makes the game easier.
Somebody
right?
like Magic, like LeBron.
Yeah,
He's like in that Jason Kidd, Steve Nash. He's in that category of playmaker.
And I said the same thing. I put something on Facebook and I put it in a group about ball. Why is it for the Pelicans? Right? He was
You're talking about Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo. So even then, he's playing really good as well. The thing is they take the ball out of his hands. And then you start to see what starts to happen with the Pelicans at times. You know what I mean? Like how you take a guy that's averaging 8 assists and not giving the ball. He has to have the ball in his hands in order for the Pelicans to be able to move their offense the way they need to move it.
It just bows down to perception, man. People are rubbed the wrong way from him, and then they look at the box score and they see 2 for 7 from 3.
Yeah.
And they don't. They're box score checkers. They're not basketball enthusiasts.
And people have to understand. I mean, listen, man. Sometimes you play at your team's level. And again,
they play up and down to teams every night. Every level of sport. It always happens.
Every single time. So for me, listen, the NBA is booming right now. It's bomb. I love the way it's going. We can go through every team and talk about every team. As far as the numbers are concerned, the numbers are really, really looking well. As far as second halves are concerned. And just to let you guys know, we track first quarter, team total, second half, full games. I know you guys can go out and get that stuff at Covers and RotoWorld and StatFox and things like that, but we wanted to track it ourselves just because we didn't want to rely on a company or companies. Not to say that anything is wrong with any of those companies, but we want to do things in-house. So we can have it updated and have it ready for our clients.
Well, and you might catch them slipping.
You might catch them slipping because I tell people all the time that information is out there.
It's to be had.
Come on now, for a reason, right? They're not just putting that information out there just to help you beat the books. Like, no, you got to put a little bit more time in behind the scenes with the numbers, and that's how you win long term. Twitter's been jumping. A lot of new followers. We appreciate all the new followers. Shout out to King Rail. Shout out to Pick City. Jack Robb. Eric, new guy we just met on Twitter. He's now part of Sharp Tank now. He's crushing.
I've been paying attention.
Yeah, he's crushing. He brings all the energy. And King Rail is gonna be around here real soon too as well.
Awesome.
Him and I have been chopping it up on the back scenes. Good dude, smart capper, can hold his own.
I'm just ready to get in the room with additional people and cappers and hearing their method, their perception, how it works for them, because everybody has a little bit of a different
I stopped
way that they
the 30
go about
for
it.
30 for a minute just because my house, my condo flooded, and things like life things happen. We're gonna pick this back up, and I think we should start going live with these people on Twitter, on Facebook. Let's set it up. Let's go live with different cappers. Let's do 30 different people, and let's do it for 30 days. Let's pick it up. I already did one with Jose. Let's pick up 29 more people, and that goes for everybody that's out here. If you want to go live with us so we can talk to you about these things. Ask questions. We're here for you, right? We're not these guys that's like, gimme.
It could be an amateur level.
It doesn't matter.
It could be intermediate. It could be advanced. It could be about
amateur, immediate, beginner. Don't know your left foot from your right foot.
We want to talk to everybody because it'll create a different angle.
Every day, hit us up, inboxes, and that's the thing. I don't want you guys to be afraid to call and set up a call. We'll do the first consultation for free. You can text me all day for free. Now, if you want to get on the phone and talk and break down numbers and get on Zoom calls and me break things down and you want to do those type of things, guys, listen, that's
Your time's valuable.
Time's valuable. You're taking time away from things I need to be doing for the business. You know what I mean? But I will do it. We will do it. You know what I mean? Chris knows an extensive amount of information about the games, and just sitting alongside of me on these podcasts, you can do nothing but grow and learn. And we learn from each other.
Every day is a learning experience.
And a lot of you guys that are on Twitter right now, you've been hitting me up, and we've been talking back and forth on these things, like last night, we put out that play, first quarter over. I gave my guy the first quarter over on the Philly game yesterday. I'm like, this game should go over first quarter. Like, Philly comes out on hot, and no one's paying attention to Philly right now, really. Like, Philly's not that bad. I mean, they look pretty good right now as far as the numbers are concerned, betting-wise. You know what I mean? You just got to know when to bet them and when not to bet them.
You know who that's the whole thing. You know who I had, what I had in that game? I've been really, really, really diving into the NBA props. It's where I've been really buttering my bread, so to speak.
No, good, man. I'm glad you're doing this, because I just said something on Twitter. I said, you told me you were off Twitter for a little bit for, various reasons that we don't really need to talk about, but I went on Twitter, and you didn't see it obviously because you've been off, but I said, we need a prop guy. Like, where are these prop guys? Like, these props are fucking money.
It's me.
if Alexander for OKC is averaging, no bullshit, every time I look at my right screen, he's 24 points, 22 points, 25 points, 28 points. Shea, he's a walking bucket.
And his lines, I've seen his lines, they've been trickling up, 21, 22,
so they're starting to go up a little bit.
Last night.
Averages.
25. Minus 135.
See what I'm saying?
Like, they're catching on. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, in that game specifically, I had Buddy Hield, right? His total was 17.5.
Okay.
The game before, I think he had 2 points. Okay? His line was still too high for me, in my mind. 17 was too high coming off that shitty game.
Wow.
So it told me, guess how many he had at half?
How much?
17.
17. So all he really had to do was just score one more point.
Yeah, guess how long it took him to get the final fucking bucket, dude.
Probably all the way until the last 2 minutes.
minute, bro. Yeah. Last minute of the game, he finally hit a shot.
You know what's crazy is I told myself, and I promised myself this, and I've been putting it out on Twitter, so I need you to get back on. Just block whoever you need to block. But I've been putting my thoughts out on social media now, because I've been talking to, Jenna and a few other people, and they're like, you need to stop telling me this, and you need to put this stuff out on social media, because I'm literally calling things out while the game is going, and it's happening exactly how I'm saying it's happening.
Like,
and that's
live tweeting events.
Looking at the games all day long and just knowing it. Like, I don't really per se study the games and look at the games while they're going, but I'm just saying, if a team scores 32 points in the first quarter and 32 points in the second quarter, chances of them coming out in the third quarter scoring 16 may happen. It may happen. Like, I was talking to Joe the other day, and I'm like, yo, the Memphis game is going to go under second half. And we're looking at the first half and the first quarter. We're like, this is not going to happen. Like, how is this game going to go under? They damn near had 140 points in the first half. The score 70-70 or something, or whatever it was.
To jump back on the props train real quick, because we got derailed a little bit. Now, the reason that I've been gravitating to these is because you have multiple angles to get things done in the game. So a prime example was LeBron the other night with Anthony Davis out.
You got to expect LeBron to at least score 20.
So what did I do? I took his points total over 26.5.
Okay. Points total over 26.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Which means he has to score
whatever. We'll see if it
points
happens.
anyway.
I took his assist, 7.5 plus 140 to the bank. How many did he have? 12. He had a halftime.
He has to have that.
I hit a plus prop by halftime. So what I'm starting to figure out, and other things too.
Wow.
Other things too. Additional props. I don't know what else you can look at. Everybody has different props and whatnot.
Is that on you or me?
I think it was the iPad down there.
Okay.
Or additional thing you can look at, points, right? This is strictly basketball props. You can look at points scored, rebounds, assist, points, rebounds, assist. And then I'm noticing on my book that I'm getting 3-pointers made, right?
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm finding a guy like Luka, like Lonzo, and looking at their numbers. Okay. This last week I found Luka and Lonzo in back-to-back games were their total 3 points made was 1.5 threes in the game. Okay. They're shooting damn near 8-9 threes a game.
Okay.
Plus 160 on both of them.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me this.
How are you going to lay a plus 160 if you get 9 attempts? You get the attempts, so it's worth it. And I'm finding that if you just take plus money on props, you're going to come out ahead.
Yeah,
You're going to come out ahead.
because the other stuff's too juicy, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's by design.
Okay, I got you. Let's definitely keep an eye on that, and I hope you guys are paying attention to what he just said.
And now that you're saying that, I'll start tracking what I'm doing a little bit deeper so I can give you something. But yeah, I'll be your prop guy.
Yeah, let's do it. And then, like I said, I mean, even guys like Javi and a few other guys, they're just taking information on the side, okay, and they're bringing it to my doorstep, and I'm dissecting it even more for them. So I'm like, all right. You're
Like,
on.
oh,
You're
you
on
like
to
this.
something.
Yeah,
You're on to something. You like this, so study it. I'm gonna give you my blueprint on how I study my numbers, because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but all of our second half since we've been betting since December 22nd. Obviously, I was 21-11 going into the NBA season, but December 22nd is when we started. If you've been paying attention to the numbers that we've been putting up. If you bet a money line second half, you'd be up for the whole entire season. I'm betting +6 dogs that are winning right out. I'm betting +2.5, +3.5, +4, +5 dog second half that are winning outright.
The problem is that people don't want to grind, man.
Yeah, like you got to understand.
And we're going to tie it right in.
Yeah.
It's money management.
Money management. So since you already brought it up,
you have to be disciplined.
Got to be disciplined, man.
Because you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can make money.
You can make money, but you have to understand. A lot of guys, and this is everybody. This is me back in the day. I fall
into the trap too,
bro.
I'm on Sheffield I'm on Sheffield United right now, minus 200.
Yes, yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
You have it's not, but
it's not the end of the day. And I think a lot of people, again, money is measured from week to month to year. That's normally how I try to measure money, right? So again, you just pick 3 games a day. How about this? Your first 6 months, pick 1 game a day. Write it down. See how you did in 6 months. Track it. There's third-party apps for you to track. Pick Monitor, BetStamp,
Action.
Sports Action, CapProtect. There's a million apps out there where you can track it. You know what I mean? I think the most important part is to track yourself. Don't go. You lost 300 last week or $3,000 last week or 10 grand last week. It's gone.
That shit does not exist. It's
gone.
Not part of your bankroll. It's not part of your mind.
It's gone.
It doesn't exist. It's not real.
So stop worrying about what happened yesterday and just start your day fresh every single day. And in the course that we're going to drop, I tell people, take breaks. Take a fucking break. If I go 0-2, okay, I know my numbers so well and I paid attention to my record so well. I went like 6 days where I lost the first pick. The first play I put out, I think like 6 days in a row, I think I lost the first play. But you got to stick with it. If I go 0-2, you guys know I shut it down. I'm done for the day. But if I go 1-1, maybe I'll throw another play out there. You know what I mean? And right now, we're 65% second half in the NBA.
That's all tracked over 100 plays.
Over 100 plays. And we're 62% overall second half the last 150 plays. So that's not bad. We're still hitting over 54.1%. So we're not looking too bad. We went 2-1 yesterday. We should have went 3-0, but it is what it is. Sometimes those numbers can play tricks on you because they're throwing them out at you all at one time. A lot of you guys don't understand. I got to cap 10 second halves sometimes at one time. It's very difficult sometimes because I have to bet. I have to send it out to the guys that work for me what to bet. I have to post on Twitter. I have to post in Sharp Tank. And I got to post.
And if this information that you're taking in at halftime is coming too fast for you, dial it back.
Dial it back.
Don't cap 10 games.
Don't cap
Darren,
10 games.
Bro.
Just pick the games you want.
Just cap the 1 game.
But you must. You
don't have to lay coin.
No, you don't have to lay coin. You don't have to lay coin.
Just
you
cap.
Just
cap the 1 game so you can start to learn more about how the whole system works.
And again, we've said this previous times.
If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get trapped.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen. It's what
know
they do.
And we've said this in previous episodes on Sharp Tank. Everyone always asks me, what is your process? I just say, I wake up and I just look at all -1 lines. Anything -1, -1.5, pick 'em -2. I just try to find what I think's off. Like I was able to get on Twitter and say, Wizards shouldn't have been favored going into Chicago. They shouldn't have been favored going into Chicago that first game. They won. They beat them. You see what I'm saying? Like there are certain lines that pop up that I can see off the top of my head because I've been watching lines all day, all night, years, months. When you wake up and this is what you breathe and you look at it, some of these lines, you should be able to look at the board and be like, that line's off. I'm going to write it down. Now you dissect it.
With experience, that happens.
Of course.
It does
now,
happen.
The next thing you do now is you start looking at the first half. What has the first half been doing? How well they been doing on the road versus home? Then the next thing you do you break it down even more. You go into quarters. I feel like a drug dealer when it comes to this sports capping because you're breaking everything down. You're breaking full games down into halves and halves down into quarters.
Oh, and by the way, at halftime we can hedge out.
Yeah, we can hedge out. It's a very simple thing. You know, I had a guy call me. He had a 4-teamer. I just talked to you guys about this. Now, granted, I love this guy, and I'm not calling him out, but he called me in the fourth
Just
quarter.
for an example.
He called me in the fourth quarter on a 4-teamer, and he had the under in the Lakers. I was like, bro, you got to bet OKC money line, and you have to bet Lakers +3, and you have to bet a money line to hedge out of this situation. If you put yourself in hedge situations, that's what I'm saying. If you're only betting a little bit of money, like $7, $8 to $10, you can hedge out with $2, $3, $4, and still be able to manage and make some money throughout the day.
And your account's still green.
Yeah, a lot of people make it very simple. Simple math, guys. It's not hard. You put out 2 plays a day. You do an open parlay. That's a lot of you guys don't have the tools that you need in order for you to win at a successful rate.
Find someone that'll give you an open parlay.
Yeah, you
option.
need to find open parlays on your book for you guys to bet parlays, and you're not betting open parlays. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You're killing yourself. You're trying to win $1,000 in a day, where you could take $25 and you could make $1,000 in a month. So you mean to tell me not even at $1,000 a month, let's cut it in half. Let's just cut that in half and say you can't make $1,000. So you mean to tell me you can't put a $25 open parlay in or open parlay in for $50 and pick 4 teams within a month to make $500? You can't do that. If 10 pays 100, what do you think 50 is going to pay?
Right, 500.
Okay. Basic math.
Simple math.
Simple math. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the money management part, super huge. Get with me on that. Chris and I have a significant amount of experience when it comes to money management. We have guys ready to talk to you guys as well. Just let us know. You know, some of these consulting things are going to be free for you guys. So take advantage of it now before it actually a dollar amount gets attached to it, because it's only so much I can give you guys for free before a dollar amount has to get attached to it. Because again, I bet my own games. We don't charge people for plays. So just to let you guys know, we're not charging for plays. You're becoming to become a part of a community, a betting community, a sports betting community, a sports investing community, to teach you how to win,
To gain knowledge.
That's the thing. A lot of you guys jumped in this. I wish I had someone. I wish I had a betting forum or community that I can pay $19.99 a month to teach me about sports betting where I'm making my mistakes.
Or at least lay out your ideas.
Simple.
To have other like-minded people tell you yay
That's
or
it.
nay what they think, because it does help your growth.
It does.
It helps your growth.
It's energy. Okay, you're in the Sharp Tank. Mm-hmm. You tell me personally, and I don't want you to sugarcoat this on camera, and you wouldn't do it because I would stop you, and I know you for a while now. Once one person starts to win in the Sharp Tank, you tell me personally, what happens once that one person starts to win?
Oh man, it becomes like a contagious.
Everybody starts
It's like
winning.
a contagious thing where everybody just
Everybody
kind of
starts
like
winning.
they'll hop on, they share the good vibes.
Yep.
And then it fires you up.
It fires you up,
and it
then
gives
you'll
you
put
good
out a
energy
play,
to put
and
out
then
the next play.
You'll go hot for
And
2 days, and then
breeds,
somebody
just
else will
breeds
step
the
up.
competitive fire.
And that's what it is. It's energy, man. So I think a lot of you guys are around negative people and you don't have that positive reinforcement back around for you once you lose that play or that $5,000 or that $3,000 or $2,000 or $100 or whatever it is.
And it's true, because I was explaining this to you off camera. It's like the hardest thing for me is getting to the point where I can like post the plays, right? Because like in my account, I'll go 3, 4, 5 games, hit them. You know,
Correct.
go 3-1,
Yeah.
4-0, whatever.
Whatever
And
the
then
case may be.
You're like, all right, this play is good. This play feels good. I'm going to put it up.
Yeah.
And then like
Everyone
jumps on it, and then
they're hitting it, and
and
they're
then
like, "Oh man!" Like it's just one of those things. And even if it loses, you're like, "All right, guys, we'll be back later on."
then
And
we
you
just
pick a
pick
play,
it right back
pick
up.
it right back up. And see, that's the good thing about
you don't have to worry about the negative aspect
Exactly.
where we're at, because
that-
everybody understands what we're doing.
Exactly. And that's what we wanted to bring to this industry as well. Because a lot of guys, I mean, obviously, you know, I won't name names or groups, but, you know, I do a lot of sitting back watching and seeing what's going on. And to be honest with you guys,
You
like
have to survey your landscape.
the negative energy is a big thing. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm not the best, and I'm not gonna say this and this. I just hold my own, just like Chris, like anybody else. Like we just hold our own. The goal is not to be the best guy that calls the games. It's more of building something to keep so everybody has a place to come to learn, be put in position to make money, entertain, call games, break down things for people so they can actually understand it. I put out a lot of information on Facebook that was telling you that the Bucks probably were going to win this game. A lot of you guys just weren't paying attention to it. Even inside of our private group, I went in there and I said, well, I'm going to leave this here. There it is. You saw all that money on KC. You saw the money on Tampa Bay. Guys, I have to go with who's better here. I have to go with the guy that's been seasoned. Tom Brady should retire. Right now, he should retire.
He's not gonna.
That's what he should do.
No way.
He should just retire. Go out as the GOAT.
He already is.
I like that. That's awesome. That is awesome. He's always on point when we shoot. You ever notice that? Like he always has something to do with the podcast. It's crazy.
JD's wearing a GOAT sweatshirt right now.
GOAT sweatshirt. It has 12 on it with a GOAT. Bah.
Did you see on Twitter they actually the hashtag Brady had a goat and then a little goat next to it?
Oh,
like
really? No, I didn't see that.
And Brady,
I need to learn my hashtags on Twitter because they're starting to like.
Well,
pop
they
up
like put like emojis with
emojis.
them.
Yeah.
Emojis with
And you know
them.
what's crazy is a guy told me that emojis. Did I ever tell you guys about a guy that worked for like an emoji company before emojis were big? And he was trying to get me to invest in that company before emojis were like starting to come in big.
Was it like Bitmoji?
I don't know what it was, bro, but I didn't go into it, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass now because, dude, I probably would have been rich right now. Because he's like, bro, it's coming. He's from Australia, so he was telling me about it. He's like, look, emojis are going to be big in the States here pretty soon, and they're going to.
It came from Asia originally.
So it's here
and
now.
You know that we love adopting.
Yeah, of course.
Technology culture. So
yeah, no doubt. So I mean, it's big now, and listen, even us, man, we've come up a long way since we first started, and we're just learning more and more and more things as we're starting to get.
It's evolution, man.
Yeah.
There's no finish line.
So again, we have everything you guys need, man. So you guys just hit us up. We just wanted to, get another episode out. We're gonna be doing some other cool shit here soon. So you guys keep your eyes out. And again, this is fun for us. This is.
We get to talk shop, man.
Yeah, we get to, be ourselves, get on camera, and just tell you guys how we do things and, what we're seeing. If you guys want us to break down numbers a little bit more, like I said, just follow us. We're on Twitter, @SharpTank_Choco.
If you have any ideas for any type of segment you want us to touch on or
no doubt.
give us thoughts, we'll bring it to the table.
Yeah.
We're open to talk about literally
anything. Yeah, anything. No politics or anything like that. Just keep it about sports
capping related for sure.
Because that's just what it is.
Anything in that vein.
Yeah, of course.
So
affiliate program.
We'll do a separate one for that.
We got on the right. We're all right. So we have the affiliate program up.
Yep.
You guys need to take a look at the website. We have all our drops.
Sign up for the newsletter.
Yep. Sign up for the newsletter because here's the thing: we're gonna start sending you guys data. Okay, and I know you guys want the data because it gives you an overview of how teams have been doing. Now, you can go to these other sites and get this data, but the way we're formulating it and the way we're doing it, we make it a lot easier for you.
Easier to read. It's all in one place.
All in one place. It's a nice screenshot. Shout out to my boy Saul putting these things together for us so we can send it out to the people. And even in the group, a lot of you guys don't know what the group's about. And I think we should probably touch on that a little bit before we get off of here. Go for it. Because a lot of guys just don't understand
we'll clip this up separately too.
Yeah, for sure. So we have a Facebook group, Sharp Tank. I think it's more of the people that have a little bit more time. Like a lot of you guys just want the plays, right? Where you sign up for the All-Star VIP page. You want the plays right to your phone. You don't want to talk to us. You don't want to learn. You don't want to whatever. You just want the plays. And I get it. There's some guys that are like that. You sign up for that. If for some of you guys want to learn, you want to get more involved, you want to be
do
part
it yourself.
You want to do it yourself. You want to be part of a betting community. You want guys to have your back, guys you could talk to 24/7, cap games with. You need to be in the Facebook.
Have a home base.
Yeah, you need to have a home base. That's what the Facebook group is there for. Okay. Now, obviously, Twitter's still there. You can hit us on. We're trying to get the Instagram up a little bit more. We're gonna start doing some more Instagram things here soon as well. And again. These are the type of things that we wanted to talk to you guys about because, like I said, a lot of you guys, think that you need to be, only on Twitter or whatever the case may be. Look,
there's avenues everywhere.
If there's a way for you to make money, you need to be everywhere. right? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Zoom, Sky. You need to just be all around on the board. So if you guys want more of a one-on-one experience, I would say definitely come to the Facebook group. You can obviously inbox Chris and I on Twitter as well if you want to talk about a little bit of things. But again, guys, our time is valuable. I'm not saying that, and we're willing to work with you guys. We're not telling you got to spend $500 with us monthly. We never said any of these things.
No, but if we set you up for 3 bangers, join the fucking group.
Yeah, join the group. It's very simple. Like, I mean, it's not too many guys that's 65% at 100 plays. Like,
it's hard to do. We showed that in the group, actually.
It's not. I mean, it's a very difficult thing to do, man. 65% is pretty high over 100 plays. That's a very difficult thing to do because, I mean, a lot of guys get trigger happy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't. I got hot and then I just slowed down. I knew I was going to lose some plays. I knew the losing was going to start.
You can't do this and not lose.
It's just a matter of, and you guys know when I start to lose, I start to scale back. I start to give you 1 or 2 plays a day. There it is. I'm not an action junkie. I'm not going to give you 10 plays so you can be negative 1,000 by Tuesday. That's just not how I get down.
No, but if you catch a wave,
exactly, and
we're gonna fire.
Exactly, and it's about 8 of you guys on the All-Star VIP list that are waiting. Inbox me, okay? Inbox me. I have to talk to you guys. I deal with a lot of people throughout the day. We have 130 plus subs on Facebook. Okay, that's a lot of people I have to deal with weekly. All right, especially with everything that's going on. You know what I mean? Everybody's on a different, time zone, Pacific. I got guys in Australia. We got guys on the East Coast. I mean, we got guys in the Philippines, all over, Canada. We got them all over. So reach out to us, guys. Like, I wanted to stress that on this podcast is make sure that you guys reach out to us. We have the help here. You want to know how does an open parlay work? You want to know second halves.
You want to know how to read the data that we're going to send out to you.
Anything. Just get with us and we'll walk you through it. Okay? So that's pretty much all I got for today. We'll end it, like we always end it. Guys, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. And if it doesn't add value to your life,
subtract
you need to subtract that shit. So, yeah, here was Chris Stockwell again. Choco here with Sharp Tank. And that's it, man. That's all we got for you guys. So until next time.
We're out.
We're out.
Look at him now. I got him hopping in that photo. Look at him now. Baddest ones trying